Davis yet to decide who he will fight between Lomachenko and Stevenson. Bob Arum has come up to clarify things. Arum has assured us that the fight between Tank and Shakur is currently under his planning, and both fighters will meet at 140. It's the expectation that each guy has how much they each want for a fight, but there are a couple of strings attached. He always been talking about maybe moving up on one of those potential future fights in the near future, or well, in a way, is not moving up if he goes to Shakur Stevenson. The undefeated WBC lightweight champion stands on the cusp of a defining moment in his career with a recorded 21 wins and 10 coups. The 26-year-old phenom is rapidly ascending the ranks of boxing elite. Yeah, boxing me and Tank the F the one. It's the biggest fight in the world. Yeah, it's going to be the biggest boxing fight in the world. When it happens, his next challenge is just around the corner, a title defense against Arum on July 6th at the Credential Center in Newark, New Jersey. As Stevenson prepares for this bout, the boxing world has been in talks and speculation about his future, especially concerning a showdown with Tank Davis. Backup promoter Bob Arum has laid out an intriguing roadmap for Stevenson. According to Arum, it's up to Davis to choose who he wants to fight next. But currently, we are sure that it will either be Lomachenko or Shakur for a lot of big things in the featherweight division, because he's enormously talented, and we matched him with this unknown guy. From supposing Tank goes with Lomachenko, then the winner of the Tank versus Lomachenko will likely seek a unification bout with Stevenson, and since we have all our confidence in a Tank win, then Tank will face Shakur at 140. This scenario not only promises to be a thrilling spectacle for boxing fans, but also represents a golden opportunity for Stevenson to cement his legacy dimension of his skill set. He can do it all, finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination that goes down to the body. With Arum's belief in Stevenson's potential is evident. Shakur is a tremendous fighter. He stated he's got a tough fight against Arum coming up on July 6th. But certainly if the Tank Lomachenko fight is made, Shakur will take another fight about that time and be available to fight the winner. Arum's confidence in Stevenson is also evident, but the young champion's path is accompanied with challenges and uncertainties. He wanted well. Shakur is a tremendous. Before any dreams of unification can be realized, Stevenson must first overcome the formidable Arum. The July 6th bout is a critical test for Stevenson, not just for his title but for his future prospects. Arum, though not as heralded as some of Stevenson's past opponents, is a skilled and dangerous fighter. An upset, while unlikely, is not out of the question, especially if Stevenson does not deliver a dominant performance. Fight is a tough fight coming up July 6th for Stevenson. This fight is more than just a title defense, it's an opportunity to make a statement. Critics have often pointed out Stevenson's tendency to rely on a cautious defensive style. While this approach has kept his record unblemished, it hasn't always endeared him to fans or promoters seeking high-octane, crowd-pleasing action. How much they each won for a fight, and sometimes it's too much. It's not like fighters used to fight years ago. Small guarantees and fight on percentage. If they don't do that, a more aggressive, engaging performance against Arum could enhance his appeal and strengthen his case for a marquee matchup with the winner of Tank versus Lomachenko. I know networks, you got ESPN obligations. Amazon does this. One of those fights like Wild or Furrow that have to be kind of co-promoted. Don't worry, the network, a cooperative. Stevenson's bout with Arum also marks a significant juncture in his career beyond the immediate fight. As his contract with Top Rank nears its end, Stevenson will soon become a free agent. This status opens up a world of possibilities, but also poses critical decisions. He could resign with Top Rank, aligning his future with Arum's vision, or he might decide to explore opportunities with other promoters. I think that the negotiations will go very well between this re-upping with Top Rank could facilitate a seamless transition to a unification bout, particularly if Tank Davis emerges victorious against Lomachenko. Arum, with his extensive influence and experience, would undoubtedly push for this lucrative and highly anticipated fight. On the other hand, pursuing free agency might offer Stevenson greater flexibility and control over his career, though it could complicate negotiations for high-profile fights. Best work so far on the attack a bit, and look at Stevenson having it his way here in round 3 all the time. Step on that lead foot, keep Manny packed out. Steel. The proposed Tank Davis versus the Vasily Lomachenko fight is a dream scenario for boxing enthusiasts. Both fighters are considered among the best pound-for-pound talents in the sport, and a clash between them would be nothing short of a spectacle. Tank Davis, known for his explosive power and aggressive style, contrasts sharply with Lomachenko's technical prowess and masterful footwork. Seems kind of awkward. The winner of this bout would not only unify titles, but also solidify their position as the preeminent lightweight fighter for Stevenson. The implications of this fight are profound. A victory by either Davis or Lomachenko sets the stage for an epic unification bout. Stevenson's style and skill set would pose unique challenges to either opponent. Against Davis, Stevenson would need to navigate the latter's devastating knockout power while leveraging his defensive acumen and tactical precision on the attack a bit. And look at Stevenson bout with Lomachenko, meanwhile, would be a chess match between two of the sport's most cerebral fighters, offering a fascinating clash of styles and strategies. While Arum is optimistic about Stevenson's chances, he acknowledges the complexities of arranging a fight with Tank Davis and blow. And look at the hand speed with these left hands to the body from Shakur. He has been "This is my ring, and I'm a dominant." If Tank Davis is victorious against Lomachenko, I can try to put a fight together between him and Shakur, and I guarantee it will happen if Tank agrees to it. Arum admitted the issue here lies in Davis's willingness to take on Stevenson. Known for his selective approach to choosing opponents, Davis might prioritize other lucrative opportunities or opt for a less risky path. So when that happens, then the suits sit down and try to work out the economic terms and put it together. However, if Davis decides to fight Lomachenko first and emerge as victorious, it would increase the likelihood of him considering a bout with Stevenson. The allure of unification and the opportunity to solidify his legacy could entice Davis to take on the challenge. Conversely, a loss to Lomachenko might make Davis more cautious in selecting his next opponent, potentially delaying or derailing a fight with Stevenson together. And I'm optimistic that they'll do that and that the fight will happen, but until it's signed, you don't know. However, this only plays out if Tank doesn't agree to fight Shakur first. But from all the heat we've seen these two pressing on, we can be at the fight might actually happen before Tank versus Loma. For Stevenson, enhancing his marketability and broadening his fan base are crucial. His skill and potential are undeniable, but boxing is as much about entertainment as it is about sport, and more aggressive, engaging style could win over fans and promoters, increasing the demand for high-profile fights. Shakur is a tremendous talent, though Stevenson has shown glimpses of this potential in past bouts, and a dominant crowd-pleasing performance against Turutunian could be the catalyst he needs. Moreover, a fight with either Tank Davis or Vasyl Lomachenko would be a significant draw. Davis's popularity, particularly in the US, combined with Lomachenko's global appeal, would ensure a substantial viewership and financial rewards for Stevenson. Seizing this opportunity requires not only winning his next fight, but doing so in a manner that captures the imagination of the boxing world. World promoters can lose, and if promoters lose money continuously and on fights, there won't be promoters anymore, so all has to be. The lightweight division is currently one of the most dynamic and competitive in boxing, with fighters like Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, and the now suspended Ryan Garcia also vying for supremacy. The landscape is both crowded and exciting. Stevenson's potential clashes with any of these fighters would be highly anticipated and significant for his career trajectory.